Welcome to another video. Today's going to be an interesting one. It'll be a short one, but the temperature is currently around -35. So, will the e-niro start? I have my doubts. So it's been -35 all night. It's like about -34.5 or something. It's close to -35. But the thermometer that says -34 is on the window of the house. So the heat from the house is coming through the window, making the thermometer a little bit warm, I think. So I would say it's -35-ish. So let's see if the e-niro will start. Here it is. Let's unplug. You have to be mega gentle with the charge ports now because it's so cold. Plastic, everything becomes brittle in the cold, so you don't want to just whack it shut. You've got to be a little bit gentle. And there you go. Nice and gentle. Keep it in good shape. I've seen a lot of Finnish owners, the charge ports have got a big crack down here. So I do not want to be like that. So I always open it here. I don't press it on here because the latch, the pin that goes in is here. So if you press it here, you're putting force on it and you are gonna crack it. If you always open it right here on the edge, you should never have that cracking thing there because there's really no pressure. Should be no pressure going there. Anyway, let's get in this bad boy. My prediction is it's dead as a doornail because I think the 12-volt battery is going to be flat. In fossil cars, in this temperature, the 12-volt battery is flat, always flat. The 12-volt battery on EVs is smaller than the 12-volt battery on fossil cars, so I think this 12-volt battery is going to be dead as a dodo. I don't think we'll get any life from it. If we do, I am going to be mega impressed. Seriously, mega impressed. But I am not having much hope. Let's see what happens. Oh! There is signs of life. The seat is rock hard because it's so cold. Wow, okay. There's signs of life. Foot on brake. Press power. Let's see. Get the flip out of town. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Seat heater, seat heater, seat heater. Steering wheel heater, steering wheel heater, steering wheel heater. Oh man. That is insane. It only says -30 on the thing. That'll update, as I assure you, it is -35 outside. Yeah, that will change. Let's see if the car's been sat here overnight. Let's see if the oh my God, this place is steaming up like crazy. Now you can see. Hopefully you can see that steam. There, you can see the temperature. Let's try and focus on that. Make it a bit brighter. So there's the temperature. 14 kilometers away, the weather station. And that says minus 36. And the dew point is minus 40. Oh my god, I can't believe this thing just started. Right, I didn't expect it to. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, Kia e-niro. I did not believe in you. I did not have faith. I mean, I've up to minus 30, I think it's fine. But minus 35, that is horrendously cold. Fossil cars don't even start now. The diesel starts to freeze. Batteries are frozen. Gearbox oils, all fluids are really thick. Engine oil is super thick and gloopy, so the engines are almost impossible. Well, they are impossible to start now on a cold start. So in fossil cars, you have the engine block heaters. I will show you. I'll have to go in and get a jacket if I'm taking this for a drive, then just in case it dies while out. I don't want to die of hypothermia. But I'm out in a t-shirt now, but if I'm going out anywhere, kick sled. If I'm going out anywhere, I do need a jacket. Safety first. So on fossil cars, this is my Mitsubishi Pajero. I never used this like since I got EVs a couple of years ago. I've had this car for many years, but now it doesn't really get used. So in fossil cars, you have a plug on the bumper, deffer. So you have like a 3-pin cable that plugs into here, and then there's an element inside the engine block that heats up the coolant. So you need to plug this in 3 hours on a day like today, 3 hours before you want to start the engine, and the coolant will warm up and cycle around, and the engine will be like plus 15 or 20 degrees. When you start it, it starts easy, provided you have enough battery, because the battery is still frozen, the battery doesn't heat. So that's the problem with fossil cars. This wouldn't start now. If I got in this, it wouldn't start. Even if there was enough battery juice and all the lights came on, the engine oil and everything, it's very cold, and it's like super viscous right now, everything. And so it takes a lot of energy to turn over the cold engine, because all the engine oils are so thick and everything's so tight. So e-niro for the win. EVs for the win. EV beats fossil. So I'm gonna go get a jacket, and then I will be back out and we'll go for a little drive. Let's see how it does. Back in a minute. Okay, got a jacket. That feels better. Let's go for a little drive, see how it does. Minus 35. Yesterday it was like it was about minus 22 or something. The motor was making a bit of a loud noise, not alarmingly loud, but it was much louder than usual. So I want to see if that sound happens now, if we can replicate that. Like the motor was frozen or whatever. It was just making a bit of a loud noise. So let's see if we have that again. Yes, alright. Steering is light. In fossil cars, the power steering fluid can get a bit thick and the steering can be quite heavy when it's minus 35, but oh yeah, okay, it's a little bit heavier than usual, the power steering on this. Is it electric power steering or a pump? Yeah, it's a little bit heavier than usual, the steering. Let's turn VAS off every time, drives me mad, and lane assist. Let's turn regen down. Hey, before we do any driving whatsoever, let's check the battery temp. If it works, it's been playing up a little bit, this OBD thing. Still minus 36, just changed to minus 35. EV notify. Are you gonna work now, bro? Ah, there we go. So the battery is minus 20. Can you see that? Let me check. So the battery in its coldest place is minus 20, in its warmest place is minus 13, and in the inlet it's minus 24. So the battery is mighty cold. Mighty cold. It's been on charge all night, so there's a heater is using 5.3 kilowatts and it's on driver only. Battery care does not care. Yo bro, you're minus 25. Hello. You want to switch on the battery care? No. That never comes on, ever. EV settings. Winter mode is on, so battery performance may deteriorate at low temperatures. Using this function will maintain driving and DC charging performance, but reduce the driving range. Doesn't work. Does not work. So yeah, 4.8 kilowatts, that's insane. So the temperature is slowly dropping on the car. It's minus 31 now. I'm gonna turn the heating down so we can hear. We'll turn it to level 2. So let's see if we can hear that weird sound that I was telling you about. The motor just sounded quite noisy yesterday. And let's see if the battery warms up any. I'll only go for a short drive, not going far. So the battery is now minus 20 and minus 13. So let's see if we can get any heat in the battery doing a little drive. Oh, did you hear that weird noise? Oh, that motor's noisy as hell. Sounds like a World War II klaxon siren. Air raid siren. Yeah, that's definitely the motor, because if you press the brake and it goes into regen, you hear the noise, the pitch, the noise pitch lowers. A couple cars out in this cold. So over that bridge is Norway, Finnmark, the northernmost municipality in Norway. We can't really go over now because of the corona restrictions. They do allow access to locals, but just best not to go over. You would have to get the guy out of his office to come out, and he probably won't be too happy coming out just to say, I want to drive over the bridge and then come back. Let's park here anyway. Suspension making some creaky noises. Okay, let's see if that put anything into the battery. What was it before? I can't remember what the figures were before. Still minus 20, minus 13. So that's done nothing really to put heat in the battery. But so there's the temperature gauge is slowly going to the correct temperature. Minus 33 now, it says. So I'm not lying, it really is minus 35. So there we have one e-niro in minus 35, like a boss. Bit noisy, the motor, so I wouldn't I drove the Jaguar in minus 37, and that didn't make any strange noises. So maybe the motor's still very new in this car. I've only done like 11,000 kilometers, so the tolerances might all be still very tight. Maybe after another 20,000 kilometers, the tolerances aren't so tight, and it'll stop making that weird noise. There's my winter tyres. Nokian Hakkapeliitta 9 SUV, studded. They're only tiny, the studs. They're not. You think studded tyres are gonna have big studs? They don't. They don't barely protrude. They're only like, I think like 1 mil or 1.6 mil. And there's like soft rubber where when they put the studs in, underneath the studs is a soft rubber. It's called like cushioning. So the studs like get absorbed into the tire a little bit, so they don't wreck the asphalt. I don't really like that cushioning system. The old studded tires, the studs were like rock solid, and they used to make a lot of noise, but they were much better. This whole like saving the asphalt. I mean, they're very good tires. These are the best winter tires in the world, if you ask me. Nice day, if a little bit chilly. So that's Norway. You can see there the sun is shining on Norway. There's nothing actually there. There's one house there. I call this a bridge to nowhere because, yeah, we got our town here in this valley, Utchucky. There's nothing there. There's one house. They built like millions and millions of euros on a bridge to that guy's house. He's a lucky guy. So like, I don't know, 90 kilometers that way is Karasjok in Norway, and then about 70 kilometers that way is Tanabru in Norway. This river is called the Teno River in Finnish, and in Norwegian it's called the Tana River. So about 45 kilometers that way there's an ice road across the river, but again it's just on the Norwegian side of the border, so we can't really go on it now. I would like to make a video of that with the e-niro going across the Pulmak ice road. In Norwegian it's Isveg. Man, I love this place. Anyway, that answers the question. Does the e-niro work in minus 35? Will it start? Yes, it will. Will it drive? Yes, it will. What are the effects of the temperature? Steering is a little bit heavy. There's a bit of a weird sound coming from the motor. Other than that, no issues. That has really surprised me, that. And I've not been using the car much up here since I got the car train up. I drove like the 6 hours up here. That was days and days ago. And all I've been using this car for is going to shop. Just 2 kilometers to the shop and back. So it's not even been getting used that much. So the 12-volt battery hasn't been getting charged that much. So that makes it even more impressive. It's been sitting for days and it just started up at minus 35. You just have to say, good job, Kia. Good job, Kia. I wouldn't go for a long drive in it now. I don't think it would do the battery any good. Driving with the batteries minus 25 or whatever it said, minus 20. So I'm gonna go home, park the car up, plug in, and then just stay in the house until it warms up a bit. I did plan to go and do some tractor work today, but there's no way my tractor's gonna start in minus 35. So no tractor work today. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope it's a little warmer where you are. Let me know. It will be interesting to see. Write in the comments where you are and what temperature it is, and see. Let's see. Maybe there's someone colder than me right now. But let's see. It'd be interesting. Where are you? What temperature it is? What EV you have? If you've got an EV and you drive in winter, let me know if you've had any issues with yours, or it's been good. Let's find out which is the truly best winter EV. I would say the Jaguar I-Pace was better in extreme temperatures, because the I-Pace had a battery heating system. So even though the car was fully charged, maybe this does, but still, -20 for the battery. That's a bit cold. That is a bit cold for a lithium battery. The I-Pace, even when it was plugged in, fully charged, as long as you keep the gun plugged in, the battery would maintain a temperature. It wouldn't let the battery temperature fall so low. It would keep it, like, I think -10 or something was the lowest it would allow it, but generally it would be a little bit warmer than that. And if it was charging, it would heat it more. There was like 3 states of battery temperature regulation in the I-Pace. The Jaguar engineers had thought about these extreme temperatures, and it was very good. So when I drove it at -37, it wasn't. It didn't really have any issues, apart from really terrible range. But this actually is showing 291 kilometers of range, and flipping -85. That's impressive. That's bloody insane. Let's reset. Well, there's the consumption, 83.2 kilowatt hours per 100 on a 3-kilometer drive. But that's to be expected. Let's see. I'll drive back to the house now, and let's see. Let's reset the accumulated info. Let's drive back to the house and see what the consumption is. Okay, back at the start point. 30.3 kilowatt hours. Sod it, let's go and do a range test in this temperature. Thanks for watching this video. Now I'm going to do a little drive and check the range, the consumption on a bit of a longer trip. So, bye for now.